Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Mixed Media Mayhem, where we're using some shimmer, some epoxy, and some ink spray today. I'm starting off with some ink spray over white paper. I'm just using some Distress Oxide spray in Tumbled Glass, Spun Sugar, and Villainous Potion. And I'm not going for full coverage, I'm going for very light coverage, in fact, and just want the three colors represented. So I'm going to wait till that soaks in for just a moment, and then I'm going to use this stencil right over the top. That is from the Crafters Workshop. And then I'm going to use some Distress Spritz, which has shimmer in it. And I am using some tattered, I think I'm using Tattered Rose. It actually could be Worn Lipstick. And then some Wilted Violet and some Broken China. And I apologize that I didn't show you those colors. I didn't hold them up. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. I'm at a retreat while I'm working on this, and so it just didn't even cross my mind. So that is the final of what the mixed media looks like. I really like how it came out, and I like the little bubbly look. I'm going to cover up quite a bit of it. I'm using the same photo set that I used earlier this week, but I am using swapping out at least one of the photos for the older of the two girls, and this is going to go in her album. So these are the two girls I take care of, and this was an art project that we were doing together. Actually, they were taking it to a little friendly art show at a friend's house, so that's what they were made for. And I'm going to go ahead and distress up all of my edges using my distress tool from Some Assemblage Required, which I absolutely love. You guys have probably heard me say that a million times already, but I find it super useful and really easy to hold on to, especially if you're someone who has issues with your grip, like arthritis or something like that. So I highly recommend it. I am going to gut my paper because I'm going to use the center of my paper to back my photos, and this black paper is just going to provide a border around the outside edge of my mixed media paper, and I really like the way that ends up looking. It's one of my favorite techniques. You've probably seen me do it over and over again, but I think it really helps finish the look, especially when there's mixed media involved or a white background involved. So I kind of feel like it needs either sketchy lines around the outside or something, some kind of framework for it, for the most part. Not always, but often. Sometimes I even go with stitching, but like I said, I'm at a retreat, so no stitching going on in this one because I did not bring a sewing machine and I'm not hand stitching all the way around the layout. I suppose you could, but it's definitely would not be my first choice of finishes. So I just went ahead and trimmed down my photo there. I am going back and roughing up some of the areas on this paper because I'm going to have a few things peek out. I kind of look back and went as I was doing this portion of it and thought I should have given myself a little bit more room on that black that's going behind so that I didn't need as much as I cut out of the center, and I probably could have had a little bit more of an indentation on the sides where I am distressing it down a bit, but it all works out in the end and I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. I'm going with a very similar arrangement, so not really following a sketch, but you might think I was following the exact same sketch, but it's going to look different because I'm using different products, of course, and I like the way that it comes out. I'm using kind of the same colors, but this one's a much lighter. The other one I used acrylic paint on, so the colors are more vibrant, but this one is more sparkly, so I think she will like this, and I think it's really right up her alley. She loves blue, and I tried to pull in quite a bit of the blue there, focus on the blue and the pink rather than the purple, and I like the way that it ends up looking. So I'm just playing around with a bunch of the ephemera from the 49 and Market Spectrum Sherbet collection, which I still have quite a bit of. I have tried to use this so many times, and it seems like it's like the Mary Poppins bag of ephemera. It just keeps multiplying in there. I'm not sure what's happening, if it's like, Gremlins After Dark or something like that, but it never seems to run out no matter how much I use it, which I guess is a good thing because it means I still have more to play with, but yeah, I should be feeling like I'm getting down to the bottom of the pile here, but I definitely am not. So in all fairness, I did have a couple of packages of the acetate leaves, and I think there were, I don't think I had doubles of the ephemera, but I might have had doubles of something else that was in the package. I'm not sure what. Yeah, so it was a beautiful collection, and I really like the way that it looks. So anyway, I am just pulling out some string. This is just embroidery floss that I'm going to put in the tag holes, because I like my tag holes filled with something, either that or enamel dot over the top or something like that. I rarely ever leave them naked. I feel like they definitely need something in there. And so I used a piece of pink gradient and then a piece of black just to bring in more of the black, and I like how that's looking. I did end up putting just a little bit of glue on the end there so that it kind of stays put. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere it just right down in the corner here. Very similar to what I did earlier this week, but again, a totally different look. I am using my stapler to staple down the acetate butterfly. I do that almost all the time if I can. I will staple the center and then pop the wings up, and that keeps it, I like the addition of the staple, but I also like the wings popped up because it gives it a little bit more texture. And I will put some foam tape under the non-acetate ones so that they don't flatten out. The acetate seems to stay pretty well, just because when you bend the acetate, it's like stiffer and it doesn't want to like completely bend, if that makes sense. So that's my plan here. And then I am going to have that little notebook edge of pink peeking out in the indented area, and then I am going to go back and indent another area on the outer edge of the white paper. So just adding some more leaves up here. I don't have a lot of journaling to put in here, but I will put a little bit in on the tag at the bottom left-hand corner, and definitely stamp the date on it somewhere as well. I'm not going to do that portion on screen, but I am going to use a little bit of epoxy flare that I've had in my stash for quite some time. This is all from Scrap and Happy Studio, and I'm really happy to get it on a layout. I kind of forgot that I had it, but I'm really happy to get some more of it used. With this one butterfly is in too far for me to use my stapler, so I opened my stapler like you would on a corkboard and used my mouse pad to receive it, and then I will push the prongs down on the back side so that they don't poke anything. While I do that, don't forget there are a bunch of people playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. There's a playlist down below in case you are interested in checking out more of the inspiration. There is also a Facebook group for Mixed Media Mayhem where you can go and see the upcoming inspiration and play along if you'd like, or just go over and join so that you can follow along with the group. There are some people that play along that do not actually have YouTube channels, so you'll get more inspiration in the Facebook group if you are looking for that. So I am going to add this blue tag up at the top, or not tag, it's a tab, and another piece of epoxy up here. I'm going to probably put the date on that blue tab. That's where that date's going to go. And then, like I said, a little bit of journaling down in the bottom left-hand corner. Roughing up this edge up here because I feel like it needs a little bit more of the torn edge. The tab's going to stick out there. And that is going to be it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, please leave those down below. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. I think I'm all caught up as of today, so or as of yesterday. So hopefully, I won't take so long to answer messages as they come in the future. So thanks for watching and hanging out with me today. I will see you guys again real soon with another video. So don't forget to come back and check out my channel. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this one, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more. I'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.